Hi, it's Caitlin from Caitlin Swatches, and I am so excited because today I have swatches of the new collection that will be launching in May from Bee's Knees Lacquer. So this collection is inspired by Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which is a spin-off of the Borderlands game, and these polishes will be available for pre-order from May 27th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through June 1st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will include all of that down in the description. So this collection is a 10-piece collection. It features a mix of different finishes. There's shimmers, which I just can't wait to show you. There's also a couple with flakes, and then there are some reflective glitters that also have tons of shimmer to them. There will be an option to purchase the full collection of polishes. It'll be $125 US. I also, at the end of the video, I will let you know before it starts, I have swatches of 2 of the mystery polishes that will be available this month. So for May, the mystery polishes will be available as mystery bags with 2 polishes in them. There are a variety of polishes. There are 9 in total, featuring light reflective polishes, and they are inspired by The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. So let's get into the Tiny Tina collection swatches. And like I said, I will give you fair warning when those are done, so you can leave the video if you want to not see the 2 mystery polishes that I got. So first up we have Blow Up the Effing Ocean. And this one is described as a black-based cyan to purple multichrome with black and gold light reflective glitters. So this one is so incredibly sparkly, and as you saw in the bottle, it kind of blew my mind when I first saw it in the bottle. So I think this one has a really good formula. I would recommend 2 coats. I don't think you'd need more than that. And as you can see, because of the reflective glitters, this one does dry down quite textured. So I recommend, if you're going to be wearing this for an extended period of time, you definitely want 2 layers of top coat or a glitter grabber top coat and then your glossy top coat over that. But as you can see, this one is so sparkly. So here it is in sunshine, and it is really, really sparkly. You definitely see those reflective glitters. And here it is under my, I guess we'll call them studio lights, for where I take my photos and film my videos, and you can really see how the glitter shows up. It's sparkly, but also how shifty this one is. It's a really pretty multi-chrome shift. And here I am showing it off. I'm showing you how you're going to see it in all the different lighting situations. So this is it under some like LED lights in my hallway. And lastly, I'm showing this one to you in sort of cloudy indirect lighting. Next up is the Dragon Lord, and this one is a violet jelly with orange to red multichrome flakes and hollow flakes. So if you're familiar with Save the Pupfish from Bee's Knees Lacquer, this has the same kind of finish. So this one is really beautiful. I absolutely love hollow flakes. You know that about me if you've watched at least a few of my videos. And I also really love the multichrome flakes, and of course I'm a purple fan. So I really like this polish. I think it builds up really nicely in 3 coats. I would recommend building it up in 3 coats. And you'll also want a good glossy top coat. This one dries down just not as shiny as you'd probably want it, because who doesn't want a shiny glossy nail? So this is it in 3 coats plus top coat, and as you're going to see in a second, the hollow glitters are really sparkly and the multichrome flakes are shifty. So this is a really pretty polish, and I really enjoy this finish. So next up we have Fairy Punchfather, and this one is a grape purple polish with strong green to blue shimmer. So this polish is so beautiful. I just fell in love with this one. So no surprise that this is definitely going to be one of my favorites. It has a really good formula. I would recommend building it up in 3 coats to get as close to opacity as possible. I think I was able to achieve full opacity. I mean, I know I barely have any sort of nail line, but this one builds up really nicely in 3 coats. And of course, you're going to want a nice glossy top coat, but the money shot is going to be in a few seconds when you see me move my hands through different lighting, because this one has a ridiculously intense glow. It is so vibrant. I don't think I have any other polishes in my collection with a glow this intense, but leave it to Bee's Knees to create a polish that will literally blow your mind. So here it is. You know, no exaggeration. This is really how glowy and intense this one is. It's just incredible. And here it is, just in natural lighting, moving my hand around my room, as you can see, my computer in the background and all of the lights. And here we have another shimmer. This one is Punchomancy, and this one is described as a slightly sheer magenta jelly with gold to green to blue shimmer. So I probably should have mentioned it, but I will be doing comparisons at the sort of end of this video, at the end of the Tiny Tina collection. Before we get into the mysteries, I have some comparisons to the March Bee's Knees polishes, which I swatched. So if anyone's curious, you can stick around for that. But anyway, this one I actually just used 2 coats for. I liked how it looked in 2 coats. I know some people might want to bring it up to 3 and it would potentially intensify the base color a little more, but I got full coverage in 2 coats, and this one has an incredibly intense shimmer, as you are going to see. It's really beautiful. There's green, there's blue, there's gold. There's really so many colors in this one. So I'm just going to show it off, and you can hopefully get a sense of how this will look on your nail, because it really is this shifty. And here we are with Queen Butt Stallion. So this one is a purple to yellow to green pastel multichrome with hollow flakes and silver light reflective glitter. So this one shimmers in literally every light, just like Her Majesty. So this one applies beautifully in 2 coats. I got full coverage, and there's so much going on that even if you had the tiniest bit of nail line, it would distract from it completely, because there's hollow, there's light reflective glitter, there's shimmer, and it's amazing. So I would also recommend 2 layers of top coat for this one. And as you're going to see in a second, this one it looks like, you know, little light particles popping off your nail between the hollow and the light reflective glitter. This one is truly amazing. It's also really shifty, as you're going to see here. I love pastel multichromes, and the addition of all the glitters and the hollow just makes this one extra, and I just really love it. So here it is under my hallway pot lights, and you can just see how sparkly it is. And here it is in the sun, where it is obviously intensely sparkly and rainbowy. Here we have Paladin Mike. This one is an aqua polish with gold to green to blue shimmer and a rainbow of light reflective glitter. So this one is giving me like mermaid energy, merperson. It's really quite something. This one is so shifty, and also the light reflective glitters just give it a really magical, twinkly appearance. I will say that Bee's Knees lacquer does a really good job with the light reflective glitters. They put in, I don't know, maybe like extra special ones or something, because they do really appear in any light. So I really enjoy that finish in these polishes. So this is it in 2 coats plus top coat, and hopefully you're seeing what I mean about that under the sea quality to the polish. And here it is in some different lighting. It's just really intense, and that shimmer is amazing. So here we have Crit Happens, and this one is a bright yellow jelly with light reflective glitters. So this one, I really love the base color on this. I am a sucker for yellows like this. I just think they're just so retro and sunny and fun. So this one is definitely sheer because it's a jelly base, but I built it up in 2 coats and it gave me enough coverage to cover any nail line for me. And this one also obviously dries with a bit of texture, so I definitely recommend a good glossy top coat, preferably 2 coats if you're planning to wear this around for a while, because it does dry down with texture, so 2 coats of top coat will take care of that. And as you can see, these glitters really catch the light. I don't know if there's also like different colored glitters. I feel like they're kind of red, but also that classic light reflective glitter, and it just catches the light. And the base color is just really striking, so I love this one. As you can see, it looks incredible in the sun and kind of every lighting, so I like this polish a lot. Here we have Skelly Man's, and this one is a sheer pastel multichrome that shifts from lilac to green with black to blue multichrome flakes. And the description does say that it may glow in the dark after exposure to strong lighting, but I did not try this out in the dark, so I can't speak for that, but it's an incredible polish in and of itself, just as is, whether or not it glows in the dark. So I would recommend building this one up in 3 coats. It obviously has a sheer base. It is definitely in the class of ghostly nail polishes. I absolutely love the pastel multichrome base, and I really do like these flakes. I know Bee's Knees Lacquer does a whole bunch of polishes like this, and I am a big fan. So this is it in 3 coats plus top coat, and you will see just how shifty the base is and how gorgeous this polish is. So enjoy. Here we have Seduce the Drawbridge, which is an amazing name. Anyway, this one is described as a pink coral with a rich cobalt shimmer. So, I mean, I'm always here for pinks, and this one's no exception. I love pinks with blue shimmer. This one is obviously on the sheer side. I don't think it covered my nail line even at 3 coats, but I mean, I personally don't care about that. I absolutely love sheer polishes like this. So this one, as you are going to see in a second, has the most incredible shimmer. Obviously, the base color is very beautiful as well. And I will have a comparison between this one and I Need a Positive Navigator from the Laura Olympus collection, in case anyone's curious how they compare, because that one was also a corally base with blue shimmer. So this is it in 3 coats plus top coat, and this is it in a variety of lighting. So take a look, and hopefully this polish will get lots of love, because I think it deserves so much love. And last but not least, from the Tiny Tina collection, we have Zygaxis, and this one is described as an almost neon red polish with gold to green to blue shimmer. So my first thought when I saw this polish was that the name reminds me of my dear friend Zaxis, and this polish also is just super cool. It's very shifty, and I also did look at it and thought this might be very similar to an Act of Wrath, also from the Laura Olympus collection, but in a second you will see a comparison. Very different, but also very beautiful in its own right. So this one I built up in 3 coats, and it did cover my nail line after 3 coats. The shimmer in this one is so intense. So no matter what lighting you're in, you are going to see the shimmer in this polish. It is so vibrant. So here it is in 3 coats plus top coat. I've got quite a bit of finger dance footage for you because I really love this polish. I love reds, and as you can see, it almost appears orange entirely just because the shimmer is so intense, but then you get that green shimmer coming through and the blue shimmer, and it just makes for a really beautiful and interesting nail polish that I cannot wait to wear. And before I do the comparisons and talk about my favorites, I just wanted to give everyone a look at the collection itself. If you want to screenshot it, if it's helpful, hopefully it is. So here is Seduce the Drawbridge, and I Need a Positive Navigator. They're definitely similar, but the shimmer in Positive Navigator is much bigger. And here's Crit Happens and Do You Need Me to Kill Someone for You? As you can see, those ones are quite different. The base color is different, and Do You Need Me to Kill Someone for You has Unicorn Pea and Crit Happens does not. And here is Fairy Punchfather and We Will Not Take His S Word. They're pretty different. And lastly, Zygaxis and An Act of Wrath, which are definitely different, despite me thinking they look similar in the bottle. The shimmer's different, the base color's different, and once you put them on the nail, they just look nothing alike. So that collection is obviously gorgeous, and it's really hard for me to pick my favorites, but I think I kind of have 4. So these are my top picks based on what kind of polishes I like, and obviously my favorite kinds of colors, but you might have guessed that I love Seduce the Drawbridge. I love that pink. I love sheer polishes. I love the blue shimmer. It's beautiful. So I really, really love that one. I also love Fairy Punchfather, which is just so glowy and shimmery. It just is incredibly vibrant on the nail and so beautiful. And in terms of the other shimmer I love Zygaxis. I think that one is so pretty, and the minute I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna love this one. It's just so bright, the shimmer is so intense, and I'm a huge fan. Last but not least, out of my favorites, I would say Skelly Man's. I just love it because you know I love ghostly polishes. That base is so shifty and pretty, and I just love the flakes. So if you want to leave now, please let me know in the comments which from the Tiny Tina collection you're planning to pick up, and hopefully you'll see my next video. But if you want to stick around, we're about to get into the mystery polishes. So like I said, there will be bags of 2 that you can pick up. All of the polishes feature light reflective glitter. They're all jewel toned. You will get 2 polishes per bag. So let's get into it. And for the mysteries, the 2 polishes that I received are You Make Me Believe in Wonders. So this first one is described as an emerald green with light reflective glitter. And this one, it has a really good formula. It's really easy to work with, and it does cover pretty well in the 2 coats. Sparkly because of those light reflective glitters, and as you can see, it does dry down with quite a bit of texture, so definitely use 2 layers of top coat, and this one will sparkle for days with those light reflective glitters. As you can see, it's just super sparkly, and I do love a good emerald green polish, and this one is a great emerald green. And the second mystery I got is Nothing in This World is Freely Given, and this is the burnt orange jewel tone in the set of mysteries, and it has light reflective glitter. So I believe this has orange light reflective glitter in it. I think that's a thing. I mean, it really looks like it because you can sort of see them sitting in the jelly base. So exact same kind of formula as the previous polish. I'm assuming all of the mysteries kind of have this jelly emerald, or not emerald, jewel tone base, and then light reflective glitter. So this is it in 2 coats. Again, definitely recommend a good top coat or 2 layers, and then you will just see how sparkly this polish is on your nail. These light reflective glitters are really nicely done, and I also really love this shade of orange. I think it's really beautiful, and I'm definitely going to be wearing it in the summer and probably into the fall. So this is it under my hallway lighting. Once again, shout out to my hallway lighting for showing off reflective glitter so well. So let me know in the comments which of the mysteries you liked. Let me know what you're planning to pick up if you haven't already. And meaning, like, if you didn't already tell me if you stopped the video before, but I guess if you stopped the video before, you wouldn't be watching this part. My brain's not working. Also, apologies if my bra strap kept popping out. This is like an impractical t-shirt. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye.